Mike Pillow has really been having a tough go of it. Number one, his bank canceled him for reputational risk. They canceled him. He lost his bank. Two, he went on a very strange rant on Lindell TV a few days ago about how Fox, he's going to try to hack Fox now, I guess. It's very weird. Take a look at this.
Trolls that are on my Facebook and they go, there's no evidence, Mike, give it up. Just go over to Lindell TV and go to the Lindell TV too.
Like he's completely disheveled. I mean, it's just everything about this video is bizarre.
And you're going to see Garland on there pouring out the evidence from Georgia. And then, you know, it won't it be funny? Because then
he doesn't look sober, but I guess he is sober, supposedly.
When Fox says we're all American, when Fox calls the United States of America, all the people liars, and our great President Donald Trump a liar, we say, well, Fox, here, why don't you run this tape on your show instead of Sean Hannity and run it and watch the stuff come out? You know, then maybe we should get...
Anybody understanding what he's talking about here? Anybody know? Sort of like a God bless the United States moment. Do I even have that? Let me see here.
And God bless the United States.
Our cyber guys, Brandon, that looked at all the evidence to hook up our stream to Fox's, you know, like...
he and Sean Hannity are going to be crossing streams, hooking them up.
Like they all attack Lindell TV all the time. We can attack. Can you imagine? This is Sean Hannity all of a sudden. Breaking news right out of Georgia. We can't even put the evidence pouring in, Arizona, pouring in, Wisconsin. And Fox you'd have the Murdochs going, oh no, what are we going to do? The truth is out. We're the liars.
Pretty sick guy, right? I mean, it's like very, very strange stuff. Then here's another report from earlier today. Apparently Pillow is sending pillows to the truckers in Canada, and there's some issue there as well.
Liz, you've got a live shot of what it looks like here at Port Huron here in Michigan. This is one of the entry points to Canada, and you got this big 53-foot My Pillow truck all loaded up with about 10,000 pillows, just awaiting the permits to cross over this bridge. Let me pan the camera over to our left, your right. You'll see the entry point.
Did that guy just snort? That was weird.
The permits to cross over this bridge. Let me pan the camera over to our left, your right.
It did sound like a pig snort there for a second. That was a weird noise.
You'll see the entry point right there. The blue truck there, you can see it. Generally, it takes only just a few seconds, really, as the trucks pull up. They give the paperwork's given back to them, and they're on their way. Now, we've been out here for a couple hours just kind of watching the traffic across the...
All right, so apparently a pillow truck having issues, and then here he was yesterday on the Steve Bannon show. Tell me if you can understand what he's talking about here.
Well, Arizona, you know, that was over a week ago now. They've got quite a few representatives and senators that signed on. We're getting more and more every day. I was in Wisconsin, and all they need there, I was over there with the great Tim Rampin. He is the senator that put the bill before has it ready to decertify Wisconsin.
Now, you guys know that decertification isn't a thing, right? Do people in the audience understand this whole... They're getting ready to decertify from 15 months ago. Like there's about 3 different layers here. First of all, there is no such decertification process, number one. Number two, even if a state invented a decertification and like called Washington, D.C. and was like, hey, we've decertified, there's no process for taking away electoral votes 15 months later. I mean, there's just no process for that. You guys know that, I'm sure.
It was an amazing event. I was there 5 hours. I planned on being there for a half hour, but there's Wisconsin, they're all over Wisconsin go, hey, we have the evidence. Let's get this decertified. I met some other senators and representatives, Steve. They're this close to getting on board. I believe we can get them all to jump on together because a lot of them still live in fear. They're going, you know, fear or they're not. They were very, a lot of them, just to be educated on this, that a lot of them said, well, there's nothing that can be done anyway.
Right.
Absolutely there can be done that. We've had lawyers, constitutional lawyers, look at this. 3 of these states you decertify, and then it goes back to all the states, and it votes one person or one state, one vote.
No, that's not that literally doesn't happen. There is no decertification process, and even if you did, nothing happens. There's no process for that. Can you imagine? Imagine if California calls and goes, "Hey, we're decertifying," and then they go, "Oh, cancel the election. We'll do one state, one vote, and each state gets to get." Of course not. Of course not.
And it's Republican controlled. So this is very real, and it's manifesting, it's coming to fruition, and it's going to happen, Steve. I will not quit until we get this done.
Okay, here's my question to you guys. How many of you think Pillow believes what he's saying? Is he serious or is he not? I'm starting to wonder whether he could really believe this crap, because it does not. Who could really believe this? Wow, a lot of you guys say he's serious. That's wild. That's really scary. Yeah, let's do a poll. Okay, let me set this up one at a time. First, let me do the one on Twitch. Does Mike Pillow really believe his decertification nonsense? And the answers will be yes or no. So we'll start that. And then we'll do it on YouTube as well. Yes, no. As we stand by here for Jen Psaki. Let's see. Over on Twitch, wow, 75% of you believe he really does believe it. Now almost 80%. Over on YouTube, about 75 as well. Oh, okay. I really can't tell at this point. I really can't tell. It's truly bizarre. Still about 80% on Twitch, 75% on YouTube. Yeah. I know it's very difficult to tell.